Okay, so you've now solved the first layer of your cube. The next step, step 3, will actually, by the end of this, solve the second layer of your cube. So make sure that you know that last step really well because you're going to use it again in this story. So your check before you move on to the next step is that you have these little T's in place. So if all those little T's are in place, then you're ready for the next story. So little T is going to grow up into a big T, and he's going to move into an apartment on the second floor. So let's see which of our little T's is about to grow up into a big T. Here's Blue. So Blue is now a big T, and he's looking for an apartment on the second floor. So he's either going to move in here or he's going to move in here. Now to know which side he's going to move into, we just look at the bottom of the cube, and this is the orange side. So now we know that Blue is going to be moving into an apartment on the second floor on the orange side of our cube. And we need to know that so that we know which way to slide out of the way, right? Because right now somebody else is living there. So before he can move into this spot, this guy's got to move out. So the first thing we do, just like in the last story, is we move out of the way so that this guy can move out, and then we can go back and move up to the second floor. But in the process, we have dropped our boxes, and we can't move in without our boxes. So it's the same story as the slide. We've got to move out of the way so this piece can come down, and then we can go back and move upstairs. Now once you've completed those 2 steps, you'll have your piece in place. So let's look for the next T that's about to grow up. So we'll slide our cube around, and it looks like it is Blue once again. So this time Blue is going to move into the apartment on the red side. So just like the story goes, there's somebody else living there right now, so he's got to move out of the way before we can move in. So we're going to move out of the way so that he can move out, and then we can go back and up. But we've dropped our boxes. So we got to move out of the way so this guy can come down, and we can go back and up. And if you look, that piece is now in place. So one thing to keep in mind is during this process that we don't move any yellow pieces into the second floor. So this piece, for instance, we know right away does not belong here because it has yellow on it. Yellow always belongs on the bottom of the cube. So if we happen to see a piece down here that has yellow on it, we know we can't use that piece. So let's spin around, and here we have red. So red is now grown up into a big T, and she's going to move into the green side. Here's the green side here. So we know that we have to move out of the way, bring this piece down, then we can go back and up. We've dropped our boxes. So move out of the way, bring it down, go back and up. And now that piece is in place. So we have one more piece left. We know this one does not belong here, and it looks like this guy's already in place. Green is grown up, is ready to move into an apartment on the second floor, and the orange side is where we want it to be, and that's correct. So again, we slide out of the way, this piece comes down, then we can go back and up, but we've dropped our boxes. So we hold it, so remember the white box is facing you, and then move out of the way so this piece can come down, and then we can go back and move up. And now if you look, the white is still in place, our first layer is still secure, and we have also solved the second layer in the process. And you are ready to move on to the next step.